Super Random Japan. Nani?
So, a couple of weeks ago, I'm in my grocery store on my way to the liquor store, going to buy my whiskey, like I do, and all of a sudden I passed this booth where a guy was sampling a particular type of alcohol. You know, it's like a hard seltzer, I'm assuming at least. So I walk by it without any interest, as usual. All of a sudden, though, something catches my eye. I see something that says minus 196. Though it doesn't click immediately within a millisecond after walking by, I realize, wait a minute, I've seen that before. And so I double back, look, and sure enough on the box, it has a lemon. And in Japanese, it has the word lemon. Most people can't read it on the box, but I know right away exactly what it is. It's Chu-Hi, something that has been very popular in Japan for a long time, but not in America. And I'm going to get into this because this is a big deal. Those who don't know, mostly people in the West, including America where I'm from, Chu-Hi is a Japanese alcoholic beverage that crosses all demographics and ages, genders, and even income levels. It's a kick-ass cheap alternative to beer, and though its closest equivalent is quote-unquote hard seltzers, ciders, and lemonades in the West, it has been way more successful in Japan and is therefore superior to the West's due to decades of competition and evolution. First, let's explain what Chu-Hi means. The term comes from the combination of the words shochu, a Japanese distilled alcohol, and highball, any cocktail comprised of a spirit and a soda. Typically, it's whiskey and club soda, though technically a Jack and Coke is a highball, as is a gin and tonic. Anyway, shochu is a Japanese spirit distilled from anything, but typically rice, barley, and sweet potatoes are used most commonly. While they can get pretty high-end nowadays, back in the day, you know, like World War II and earlier, it was a cheap-ass way to get drunk. It was stronger than sake, aka rice wine, and since whiskey was so expensive in post-World War II Japan, a shochu highball was totally the way to go. Like Prohibition-era alcohols in the West, post-war shochu was pretty nasty tasting as well, so it was best consumed with fruit. As with all cocktails, citrus was the most popular as both men and women could enjoy them, and they were savory as a motherfucker. So, with time, the shochu highball, or Chu-Hi as it came to be known, became a staple of Japanese drinking culture. It was cheap, boozy, and tasty. I never knew this when visiting Japan at the beginning of the century. Yes, I am a relic. But I was delighted to discover a new, wonderful, and popular form of alcohol, unjudged as being effeminate or inferior draft beer, or hard liquor. Nowadays, due to cost, Chu-Hi is often made with vodka instead of shochu. There are a ton of varieties. Some are made with shochu, some with vodka, some have natural fruit juices, some have a proprietary method of production such as freezing, crushed fruits, or fruit extracts, and etc. If you go to izakayas, which are basically like Japanese pubs, you can get them made either pre-mixed, like in the chain restaurants, or in the classic and traditional method made with shochu and fresh squeezed juice. More often than not, they'll give you the damn fruit to squeeze yourself to prove that it's fresh. Regardless, in liquor stores, convenience stores, etc., Chu-Hi is every bit as ubiquitous as beer, wine, and anything else. The most popular are still citrus drinks such as lemon, lime, and grapefruit, but you can get pretty much any flavor, from apple to peach, kiwi, grape, and almost any damn fruit flavor. So when I came home to America from Japan, I spent years depressed knowing my only options were again beer, liquor, and cocktails. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love all of those. But I was missing the quintessential new category that I learned in Japan. And suddenly, in the mid to late 2010s, seltzers were becoming all the rage in America at least, but I think all over the world, giving the impression that, these things were healthier than other alcohols. Regardless, we were in a new era. I couldn't help but think that if only Japan had marketed sooner in America, they would have dominated the market. However, they didn't. It was one fateful day in 2015, though, that I came across a beverage from the company Takara called J-Pop. On the label, I saw the wonderful words that I also missed. Chu-Hi. Well, the J-Pop didn't pan out too well. It's as if an American marketing firm took the reins for its release. I couldn't really find any info, but I can only assume that pre-seltzer craze, they convinced Takara that the only way you can make it in the American market is to market toward women and, I guess, beta males or whatever. You see, the packaging was pink. They had peach flavor, but they also had a sky blue for grapefruit. I guess that was the boys' version. I bought them, and the flavors sucked as well. I think they dumbed down the flavor for the American market too, or just changed it altogether. I believe Sangaria and one or two other companies might have ventured a stab at the U.S. Chu-Hi market as well, but clearly to little acclaim as far as I know. I never saw them in my market. However, once I saw the Suntory's minus 196 brand with little to no change in flavor, I once again had hope to see Chu-Hi in America. The guy doing the tastings also said it was by far the most successful drink demo he had ever given, and anybody I saw walk by the booth was buying a case. Case being just 4 cans, but hey. So yeah, that's right. America, you don't know shit about hard seltzer. Just wait, Japan's gonna rock your fucking world. Let's hope there's more of this to come. Well, at least let's hope they just get the other flavors of the minus 196, and even better, minus 196 strong. Yeah!